Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey, and a happy Halloween to you guys. This is going to be a brief video. I want to talk about two things: a dream that I had this morning, and I started thinking about things of the Bible, about God. I want to talk to you about both of them. The first thing is the dream. Now, some of you may know that I sometimes try to do what they call astral projection. I had gone to a class to learn how to do it, but I never done it. But I'm sorry, my little doggy. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, so when I was sleeping, I was dreaming. And in the dream, it seemed very real, like I'm awake, but I was dreaming. Now, in the dream, I was um, lying in bed and my eyes were closed and I just saw darkness. Now, when I try to do meditation, generally what I see looks like cloud-like formations, and then sometimes some color, some intense light comes about, and usually in that light, if I stare at it, it's like a light cloud, and then it manifests into an image, a 3D image. But in this dream, that phenomenon was, with the cloud and the light in the cloud uh, manifests. And then in my mind, I said, I really want this to happen. I want to see something. Well, all of a sudden, yeah, hey, how you doing? Yes, hi, Johnny. Yeah, hi, Johnny. I just started. I just came on, and I'm going to discuss about two dreams a dream that I had. So again, I was dreaming that I was in bed, and then I was doing it like a meditation. And in the meditation, like in my normal wake, when I'm awake and doing a meditation, the same phenomena. I see like a cloud formation. Then sometimes this cloud gets like a light, and then that light turns into something, a 3D image. And when this happened today in the dream, well, I heard I think just before I saw what I saw, it was a loud noise, I forget what the noise was, whether it was a crackling sound or like a popping sound, but it was a loud, audible sound. And then I saw it. I saw a, like, I'm looking, it's almost like a screen. I'm not sure it was 3D, but it was as if it was a screen I'm looking at, and everything was like white. Like, like for example, if you get a camera and you put it put an infrared laser on it, it everything looks kind of white. Everything, all color is removed from it, and that's what I saw. It was almost like that, but with a tinge of, what do you call it? Oh, what's that color? Like a pinkish color, like it's white, but with a tinge of. Oh, I think it's called violet. A violet color. It was beautiful, and I'm looking at it, and in my mind, I'm saying, "Oh wow, oh my God, I see something." What I saw, there were people, tons of people. They looked relatively young. I don't know who these people were, but you just see masses of people, and they were wearing pants. And I was telling myself, okay, get details, okay. And then I would say in my mind, okay, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. But I wish I could remember what I saw. But basically, there were people, and they all had that color. Everything's like white with that little hint of violet on it. It looked beautiful. And then when I got up this morning and just doing my regular chores of the day, on the internet, I saw things that reminded me of what I saw. There were thumbnails of like beings that were all like they were removed of all color, and these were supposed to be uh, spiritual beings, whether it be from another planet or dimension. But it reminded me of that. The color, it was like drab of color. And I have a family member who was relaxing one day, and he was coming home from work, and he saw in his mind this three-dimensional image of people, and he said the same thing. It was everything was white. It was colorless, everything. But it was a procession and people going down a hill, and he can actually feel like the breeze, or when they walk past him in this vision or whatever what it was, he can actually feel them walk by him. It was weird. And then he opened his eyes, and he was, he didn't see anything. But when he closed his eyes back, it resumed to the same position where it was. So I thought that was interesting. So I was just wondering, am I tapping into the same type of realm he was? Because again, the mind doesn't really know anything different. If the mind thinks that it's awake and doing something, let's say in this case, doing a meditation in a dream, and then boom, a manifestation, well, maybe I was actually doing that. Okay, I'm going to be, okay, Rox. Oh, nice. Thank you. Well, Johnny was just sharing that he's going to dress in a character for this Halloween. Yeah, good for you. Very nice. So I thought that was really interesting, and I'm wondering whether or not in my dream state did I actually tap into an astral realm. So if any of you have ever experienced this, ever experienced the realm where everything is colorless, just it had a little violet tinge to everything, let me know, and please share it below in the comment area, because again, each one teach one, and I want to know what's going on. And I think because of the dream that I had this morning, that when I later on today, I think I'll do a meditation and see what happens. And the last thing I want to talk about is I started asking myself a question, and I think I was having this question because of the vision that I had and some videos that I was watching a couple of days ago about the Jewish people of today. And I was thinking about the Bible. And I asked myself that, is God of the Bible, is this God the same God of today? Why? And then I asked myself, why is it that how come the God of the Bible in the Torah, how come this God required so much of this particular demographics? It required sacrifices of animals, rituals of saying certain prayers, doing things on certain days, the Sabbath, etc. Why? Why would a God / creator? Now I always assumed the God of the Torah was the creator. And I asked myself, why does this creator require so much of this specific group of people? And then I asked myself now, I said, okay, some people, like, I live in the United States, in New York City. Now I see that the Jewish people has a very blessed favor amongst many other people. Now there are many people outside of the Jewish people that are favored, that are loved, that are prosperous. But you start to ask yourself questions. Why? So I said to myself again another question. I said, what about the God who made me? Yes, say hi again. Does this God love me? And will this God give me favor? If there's a creator that created me, how come this creator of mine doesn't require me to do rituals, doesn't require me to perform certain things on certain days, doesn't require me to do festivals, doesn't require me to eat certain foods or to exclude certain foods? Why? If God is a God, yes, say how you doing? Yes, Kendrick, it's good to see you. Good to see you, Kendrick. Yes. So I asked myself, what about today? Don't I have a God? Does my God see me? How come my God isn't asking me to do these things? So you ask, so what is life all about? If the Hebrews, the ancient Hebrews, had a God that gave them favor, that was very much in tune with them, what about the God now? And I would imagine that being that I am a being, a spiritual being, what does the God that created me, what does this God, what is their requirement for me? And what is my purpose in life? I don't know. Have any of you ever asked yourself these questions? For those of you who've read the Bible and you're taught that it's a spiritual book, don't you start to ask yourself questions about this God? What does God require for you? But again, there's people who are not ancient Hebrews, who are not Jewish people, but they may have an anointing on them and a favor from who knows what force. I do believe that there is an energy, and some people know how to work with these energies and could have these energies do things for them. I was watching a video today, and this person, he's a spiritualist that comes on, I forget his name, and he was a physician, a psychiatrist, and other things. He's an MD, and he met up with these spiritual people or people with powers, and this person was able to go into, what's that place where they do the gambling? What's that, Nevada? They went to a slot machine. He gave a prayer, and then a whole bunch, $700 came out. And then they went to another machine. He gave this prayer, and then $900 came out. And then he began to teach them, but hey, there's things out there, and that you can learn to tap into power. So I'm wondering whether the ancient Hebrews somehow knew how to tap into certain powers for favor. So everywhere they go, they have maybe priests, high priests, and they give prayers. Maybe they do this all day and receive this favor from what source. And then I asked myself, now I'm asking myself as I'm saying this, if we as a people, what people you belong to, if you learn how to do certain prayers, let's say you want to pray over your family or pray over your neighborhood or your country, can you also receive this favor? So this is just food for thought that I want to share with you guys before I go outside and enjoy this beautiful New York City weather. The weather is very pretty. Yeah, let me show you. See that? It's absolutely beautiful. See that? It's absolutely beautiful. Hey, thank you, Kendrick. Thank you for your compliment. Yeah, so this is again just food for thought. Food for thought about God. What is God? Who is God? How do we tap into these powers and favors? I feel like this time in my life is going up and down, up and down. And I'm looking for a breakthrough. You know, I think it's just one of those things that you start to question things in life. You do things and you wonder why things may not be moving the way you want them to. And you start to feel kind of down. But I want to walk in hope and walk in favor and tell myself positive things when I go out there, you know? And so I want the rest of you guys to do the same thing, to start saying positive things over your life. When no one else is able to say something positive to you, that's okay. You just make sure that you say positive things about yourself. So, with that last thought, I'll be going out there enjoying my Halloween, and I hope you have a safe Halloween. Again, be careful about candies. If you're getting candy, you examine it. If you eat an apple, cut the apple in pieces to make sure there's no razor blades and things like that. Eat from a source that I just feel I need to say that because some people aren't very nice. But yes, be safe. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful autumn, my favorite season of the year. Yes, yes. So take care, be safe, be strong, and say positive things to yourself in the mirror. Bye bye.